Hello everyone, this is Dove, Evolution of a Brand Case Analysis, and we are Group D. Since the case study is roughly 11 years old, we will walk you through a timeline of events since the case study, a review of the SWOT analysis, and then focus the majority of the time on our recommendation and marketing strategy. In 2013, Dove launched the Real Beauty sketches to raise awareness of how critical we are of our own looks. The brand used a real-life FBI sketch artist to draw two portraits, one based on a woman's description of herself and another based on a stranger's description. The ad quickly went viral. In 2014, the Dove campaign for Real Beauty aged very well. It won a few ad awards, and sales jumped to $4 billion from $2.5 billion at the start of the campaign. Dove continued to encourage women to stand up for their own beauty with the hashtag #MyBeautyMySay. In 2018, with their hashtag #DearFutureDads, which launched on Father's Day, Dove was attempting to reach the male demographic by showing how dads impact the world around them. And lastly, in 2019, Dove and Kelly Rowland released a new single, Crown, to inspire girls' hair confidence. And now that we are caught up, we want to focus on the SWOT analysis. We all know that Dove has had a strong brand icon, and one of their weaknesses has been leveraging poor self-esteem to boost sales and appearing inauthentic. Dove has a lot of opportunity to use more diversity in their campaign, as well as target other demographics like men and children. Another opportunity is to increase their focus in localized campaigns and invest in local communities to give back to those that helped the core Dove business. And studies have shown that millennials prefer companies that give back, which could help with their brand positioning and authenticity. One of the major threats of the brand is loss of brand control. Unilever is a global company that owns both Dove and Axe. And we all know that Axe is a leader in marketing male hygiene products, and their messaging has been contradicting to Dove's messaging. The threat is driving away their core customer base. And now, John will walk you through our recommendations.
Based on the SWOT analysis, we would recommend building upon the success of the campaign for Real Beauty and involve the campaign for Real You. The campaign for Real You would address the concerns about beauty and build a platform to expand target demographic to include all people, but not just women. We believe that the campaign for Real You will emphasize overall self-empowerment of our customers. So our new mission statement would be, Dove's mission is to make more people feel confident every day by inspiring them to take a great care of themselves, raise their self-esteem, and realize their full potential. Dove can reach to customers outside its current demographic by targeting men, children, babies, and senior citizens. For example, Dove can elevate a man care line of products and initiate a Dove self-esteem project for children and teenagers. They can also use more diversity in campaigns by using people in their marketing and advertising with a wide variety of age, body size, people with disabilities, and other different interests, such as people like tattoo cultures, the college students, and the parents. The campaign will have a high adaptability by region, nation, and culture diversity to pass the same message around the world.
The first component of the marketing strategy is developing an integrated approach to marketing. This will involve ensuring the following recommendations work seamlessly together as a cohesive plan that reinforce each other. The first recommendation is a hashtag campaign. An example of this would be hashtag #TheRealMe. This would go along the same line of the integrated approach because this hashtag would be featured on TV advertisements, billboards, YouTube videos to really kind of prompt the conversation. Another suggestion would be to have a blog where people can continue to have the conversation in a more in-depth format. An additional recommendation would be to release product-focused advertisements. This campaign would tie in with emotion or humor. A suggestion of this would be to discuss the additional demographic of babies that we had suggested, and maybe have a baby get into something like spaghetti sauce or something else as babies do. And then use the Dove soap bar to kind of clean them off. It shows that this is now a product that we believe would be a good market for babies, and then it also shows that it's gentle enough for the skin of babies. We would also like to use unpaid media, so continuing to feed off the momentum of the discussion, social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to kind of reinforce the strategy of this campaign. In addition to that, we would also like to measure the campaign impact. That can be done through social media analytics, measuring click-throughs and impressions. We're now going to discuss the financial impact of this marketing strategy. So Unilever, which is the parent company of Dove, spends around $8 billion a year on marketing. Since the parent company as a whole puts a large emphasis on investment in marketing, we think that we should continue that for the Dove brand. We also plan on taking advantage, as mentioned above, the free marketing measures to kind of keep costs manageable. But we do think that investing in marketing is a very important part of the company. That can kind of be exemplified in the fact that when this campaign started, Dove was at about $2.5 billion. It's now estimated at around $4 billion. We can't attribute that all to marketing efforts. There has been, Dove was tagged as a leader brand, and they've really diversified a lot. But I feel like we can attribute some of that at least to the marketing campaign and the momentum that it's given to the brand. So we also expect revenue to grow as a result of the enhanced demographics that we're looking to kind of market to. So given that, even with the marketing investment, we think that it'll result in an overall increase in net income, which will in turn bolster retained earnings on the balance sheet. We're now going to talk about philanthropy for the company. So we think that having partnerships with local nonprofit organizations would be really important for the company as a whole. In this day and age, it's really important for companies to have a social obligation and to give back to the community. So the company promotes the idea that everyone is beautiful and everyone needs Dove products. So we really want to kind of pivot that also with this integrated marketing approach to focus on homelessness initiatives as well. So that would include donating products to places like Hubs of Hope, which are located in Philadelphia, but they also have ones across the United States that are called slightly different things, where homeless people can come and they can shower and they can take care of themselves and they can too feel beautiful. And then also donations for Stand Up for Kids, which is, they have locations across the United States, and that is specifically for homeless youth. And then also just on the corporate level, donating part of Dove purchases to charity. For every item purchased, Dove will donate a hygiene item to the homeless. And then just to kind of wrap in also the financial impact of philanthropy, every company has a social obligation to kind of give back to the community, but there's also a financial component as well. When a company gives back to the community, they also get tax deductions as well, which kind of really help the bottom line.
To be more authentic, in addition to its philanthropy efforts, Dove should also include a community outreach component to further their mission about the campaign for the real you. They can sponsor conferences like the Pennsylvania Conference for Women in Philadelphia, highlighting speakers that are female founders of companies, promoting women in the workplace, entrepreneurship, small businesses, and tech roundtable discussions, etc. For these events, Dove can provide swag bags to show commitment to the community and the overall cause while also introducing attendees to its products. Also, because Dove has a large product offering, they can measure product engagement throughout the year with community-driven and seasonal events. For example, they can have a dry winter hair care event where they highlight Dove intensive care products. Or they can sponsor local bridal events to showcase wedding day hair products. This will allow them to engage with the community, but also be part of the whole campaign for The Real You. Another component is developing the Dove Foundation to stay engaged. This organization will promote The Real You with family events and also would sponsor community, public health, and healthcare education extending far beyond just beauty. Publicity and PR must be a component of Dove's integrated marketing approach. In the past, Dove exposed the negative press from the Real Beauty campaign, which then generated earned media coverage. Through this, Dove's campaign was successful by being ranked the top ad campaign of the 21st century by Ad Age. It is important that we continue this with the Real You campaign and that critics are addressed head-on. In the past, critics have stated that Dove sets itself up to be the ordinary, but now we are extending far beyond just beauty. That is also why we recommend a dedicated social media management team for Dove's official accounts. It's very likely that Dove already has these in place, but Dove should develop brand standards and set protocols for all the Dove social channels and engage with customers regarding the Real You campaign. Social media becomes an outlet for customer service, and we want to continue that. Additionally, the authenticity of the campaign comes into question when Unilever also owns brands like Axe, who positions itself entirely different in the marketplace. Because of this, we suggest not ignoring this weak spot, but tackling it head-on, being very open, upfront, and honest. Potentially, an idea is a humorous Dove and Axe YouTube video that brings differences to the forefront, acknowledges these differences, and leverages both brands as their own identities and markets. Thank you for reviewing our analysis, and we look forward to seeing the response and discussion.